Okay. Hello students, welcome you all in our fourth lecture, and you know that you already have learned your first, second chapter with your poem. Okay, so second chapter I have already started, and I told you that there are two parts. One part is of violin that we have completed. Now we have part 2 of the same chapter. The name of the chapter is the sound of music, and the name of the part 2 is the Shehnai of Bismillah Khan. Okay, you know that who is Bismillah Khan. Some are the famous musicians that worldwide they are very famous, and we know them, and we know their fame because of their hard work and dedication to their work. Okay, so with this we can say that the Shehnai of Bismillah Khan is a chapter. It is the autobiography of Bismillah Khan himself, we can say like this. But here then it cannot be explained here that it is the autobiography. But I am just telling you that whatever the information here it is given, it is only about the Bismillah Khan, that where he born, what he did in his work. Okay, so all this topic we are going to learn here. Before starting this chapter, here you have given some pictures. See. Okay, some pictures you have given, and with this picture you come to know that these all are the musicians, and your work is that you have to find out that who are they. Okay students, so here so many musicians are there, and many of you maybe you are familiar with. So let's see here, you know that whenever there is any occasion, any ceremony, function, we are using the music, we are playing the music. Okay, so with this you know that music is a part of our life. Without music, we are not feel good. We are always, we can say that, uncomfortable. So here, what is the impact of music on us? And Bismillah Khan used this music very positively. Actually, Shehnai is that type of music instrument that no one is familiar of it. Okay, no one knows that what is the Shehnai. But that Shehnai is made popular by Bismillah Khan only. Means all the credit goes to Bismillah Khan. You know that during the time of, I have written over here, Emperor Aurangzeb, many people are used to play the Shehnai, but its name was totally different and its look is also different. So that instrument, it was like work as a function as a Shehnai, was familiar with the name of Pungi. Here in your textbook, the picture is given to you. That is here, whatever I am saying, this is the Pungi and the other one is the Shehnai. So, Bismillah Khan, what he had done, he had modified the Pungi into Shehnai. We can say like that. Okay. So, during the Aurangzeb time, Pungi was famous, but with many causes, or we can say that many reasons, Aurangzeb banned the Pungi, playing of Pungi he banned totally. And then after many years, Bismillah Khan thought that Pungi was a good instrument, but there is a need to modify it in other way. So he modified it, and now it becomes the Shehnai. And you know that at the time of some auspicious ceremonies, example marriage, okay, so whenever we are doing that Ganpati Puja and all that, we are using Shehnai only. Okay, not we are playing the film songs. We are only giving the importance to the Shehnai. So here, what is it? We can learn this chapter right now. Here, some hard words are given, as I told you. You have to read the hard words. They are very easy. Parallelly, I will tell the meaning of them. So here, generic name. First hard word you have given is generic name. Generic name means a name given to the class or the group of people. Example, collective noun like those who are playing the music, the musicians. Those who are singing, singers. Those who are playing games, players. Okay, so their team is there. So they have a particular name. So generic name means what? The group or the person is doing proper or particular profession. It is known as generic name. Other one is reeded. Reeded means what, students? Wind instrument which have reeds like the flute and the clarinet. Reeds means what? Hole. Pungi or Shehnai. Okay. Krishna, Bhagwan's, that Basuri, that all are having the reeds, and with the help of reeds and with the movement of the air, they are controlling the rhythm of the music. Okay, that reeds also present in Shehnai. Shehnai or Basuri is little bit same, but Shehnai is long and Basuri doesn't have that shape, it is only like the stick. But it is in reeded form. Reeded means holes are present, 7 or 8 holes are there, and with the help of these holes or controlling these holes, the music or the sound is coming. Okay, so let's start the chapter. Emperor Aurangzeb banned the playing of musical instrument called pungi in the royal residence, for it had a shrill, unpleasant sound. Pungi became the generic name for reeded noisemakers. Few had thought it would be one day be revived. A barber of the family of a professional musicians who had access to the royal palace decided to improve the tonal quality of pungi. He chose a pipe with a natural hollow stem that was longer and broader than the pungi, and made 7 holes in the body of the pipe. When he played on it, closing and opening some of the holes, soft and melodious sounds were produced. He played the instrument before royalty and everyone was impressed. So the instruments were different from the pungi, had to be given a new name. As the story goes, since it was first played in the Shah chambers and was played by the Nai, yani barber, so the instrument is called Shehnai. Means actually here, how the name comes to the pungi, new name, that is Shehnai. So as I told you, Aurangzeb banned the pungi because it has some shrill sound. Okay, that is why Aurangzeb banned it. And after few days, the barber thought that pungi is a very nice instrument, only some modification is needed for it. So he had done some modification in that. He made 7 holes with a hollow stick he had taken, and then made 7 holes, and controlling on these 7 holes, he made a melodious sound. So whenever he played first time in the Shah's court, Shah's means big emperor or kings, and he was by profession as a Nai. Nai means barber. That is why the new name Shehnai comes. Clear how the Shehnai new word comes? Because it was first played in the royal chambers, okay, of emperor or Shahs, we can say. That is why, and it is played by Nai. So it comes to known as Shehnai. That is the modification form of the pungi. Now here also some hard words are there. You can read. I will parallel tell them. The sound of the Shehnai began to be considered auspicious, and for this reason it is still played in the temples and is an indispensable component of any North Indian wedding. In the past, the Shehnai was a part of the Naubat or traditional ensemble of the night instruments found at royal courts. Till recently it was used only in temples and weddings. The credit for bringing this instrument onto the classical stage goes to Ustad Bismillah Khan. In second paragraph, the author is saying that actually the sound which is coming from the Shehnai is very melodious. All are love to hear the sound of the Shehnai. Okay, so here it is compulsory, and especially they are used in wedding functions in North India. Nowadays all are using this Shehnai, and then after Bismillah Khan thought that it is a very nice instrument. The sounds coming from these instruments are very melodious. Okay, that is why he decided to make the status of the Shehnai in the royal courts. And because of his efforts, the Shehnai got the status in the royal courts only. Now, as 5-year-old, Bismillah Khan played Gilli Danda near the pond in the ancient estate of Dumro in Bihar. He would regularly go to the nearly Biharji temple to sing the Bhojpuri Chaitya, in the aid of which he would earn a big laddu weighing 1.25 kg, a prize given by the local Maharaja. This happened 80 years ago, and the little boy has travelled far to earn the highest civilian award in India, the Bharat Ratna. Actually, the beginning story in the life of Bismillah Khan is given here. Students see, whenever he was 5 years old, Bismillah Khan was playing Gilli Danda near the pond, and in the village of Dumro in Bihar. So he would regularly do the practice of singing the Chaitya, Bhojpuri song it is, Chaitya. He was used to sing in the Biharji temple, means God Krishna's temple. So at the end of which, whenever he sang that Chaitya, he got a big laddu. The weight of the laddu is about 1.25 kg, means 1.25 kilo का लड्डू उनको गिफ्ट देते थे. कौन देते थे उनको? ऑनर एज अ अवार्ड. द किंग वाज गिवन दिस. वो किंग जो था वहाँ का, वो उनको लड्डू देता तो उसकी लालच में वहाँ पे रुक जाते थे. He used to go every day and sing that Chaitya and he got the big prize, that is that 1.25 kg laddu. So slowly and gradually, this is the incident I told you before 80 years. But when after 80 years, Bismillah Khan was that little boy turned to a great person and he got the Bharat Ratna. मीन्स वही जो छोटा 5 साल का बच्चा है वो 5 साल मीन्स 80 इयर्स के बाद जब वो मैच्योर पर्सन और बड़ा हो जाता है उसको क्या मिला? भारत रत्न मिला. वो छोटे बच्चों को तो पता भी नहीं था. बचपन में वो क्यों गा रहा था? क्योंकि उसको इतना बड़ा लड्डू मिलता था, किसको नहीं चाहिए, उसकी वजह से वो गा रहा था. और उसका जर्नी इतना वी कैन से कंटिन्यू दिस जर्नी वेरी सक्सेसफुली एंड ही गॉट द भारत रत्न. अभी हम लोग उनके बारे में देखते हैं. देखो, born on 21st March 1916. This is about Bismillah Khan. Sorry. Bismillah belongs to the well-known family of musicians from Bihar. His grandfather Rasul Baks Khan was the Shehnai Nawaz of the Bhojpur King Court. His father Paigambar Baks and the other paternal ancestors were also great Shehnai players. Means we can say that students, Bismillah Khan was born in the family of the musicians only. Their ancestors were used to play the Shehnai and from them he has taken the motivation and he also continued the same profession. He was born on 21st March 1916 and they were used to live in Bihar. His grandfather was named Rasul Baks Khan, was also a Shehnai Nawaz player of Bhojpur King's Court. His father was named Paigambar Baks, was also the Shehnai. He was used to play the Shehnai and his paternal ancestor means uncles. Okay, they are also used. They were the great Shehnai players, we can say. So Bismillah Khan continued their profession, his family profession, and he continued to play the Shehnai. The young boy took to music early in life. At the age of 3, when his mother took him to the maternal uncle's house in Banaras, now it is known as Varanasi, Bismillah was fascinated watching his uncles practice the Shehnai. Soon, Bismillah started accompanying his uncle Ali Baksh to Vishnu temple of Banaras where Baksh was employed to play the Shehnai. Ali Baksh would play the Shehnai and Bismillah would sit captivated for hours to end. Slowly, he started getting lessons in playing the instrument and would sit practicing throughout the day. For years to come, the temple of Balaji and Mangala Maya and the banks of the Ganga became young apprentice's favorite haunts where he could practice in solitude. The flowing waters of the Ganga inspired him to improvise and invent ragas that were earlier considered to be beyond the range of the Shehnai. Here, the story of his childhood is given, how he started his Shehnai playing. So whenever he was 3 years old, he went with his mother at Banaras, that is now it is known as Varanasi. Their maternal uncles were living there. His maternal uncle's name was, maternal means Mama जिसको तुम लोग बोलते हो. His name was Ali Baksh and he used to play the Shehnai. He got the job and every day he has to play the Shehnai in the temples of Vishnu in Banaras. Okay, employed means he got the job there and every day he at the particular time he went there and just was playing the Shehnai. Seeing the practicing and the mastery over the Shehnai of his uncle, he was fascinated. Fascinated means attracted towards it, and he also decided that I want to play the Shehnai also. That is why he started to make the practice every day. He went with his uncle in the Balaji temple. His uncle was just playing the Shehnai. He was seated there and waiting and watching how was his uncle was playing the Shehnai. Then what happened? Slowly and gradually he started to take the lessons, and apprentice means trainer. Apprentice means what? Trainer. So for years of practicing, he started to play Balaji in the temples of Balaji, Mangalamaya, as well as on the banks of the river Ganga as the favorite haunts. Haunts means the practice he has done. Okay, and he made the plan to play the Shehnai there. And what he decided, actually during olden times, ragas have its own importance. You already learned in SS also. Maybe or not, I don't know, but it is ragas are the particular importance. राग जो हम लोग गाते हैं उसमें particular importance था. राग गाया जाता है. But Bismillah had decided to play over his Shehnai only. राग actually गाते हैं जैसे मैंने तुम लोगों को बोला, पर Bismillah कि राग जो है वो गाने का नहीं, उसको प्ले करना है किसके ऊपर, शहनाई के ऊपर, जो उन्होंने किया। फिर क्या हुआ देखो, एट द एज ऑफ 14 Bismillah accompanied his uncle to Allahabad music conference, and the end of his recital, Ustad Fayaz Khan catered the young boys back and said, "Work hard and you shall make it." With the opening of All India Radio in Lucknow in 1938, came Bismillah Khan's a big break. He soon became an often heard Shehnai player on radio. At the age of 14, its actual journey starts. उसका जो एक्चुअल जर्नी था बिस्मिल्लाह खान का, उनका वो स्टार्ट हुआ। वो उनके चाचा के साथ इलाहाबाद म्यूजिक कॉन्फ्रेंस में गए। वहाँ पे उन्होंने मीन्स एट द एंड ऑफ हिज रिसाइटल उन्होंने वहाँ पे गाया, ये जो शहनाई उसको प्ले किया। जब वहाँ के उस्ताद फयाज खान ही पैटेड ओवर हिज बैक, यानी उन्होंने उसको पीठ थपथपाई कि वेरी नाइस, तू तो बहुत अच्छा प्ले करता है, यू हैव टू वर्क हार्ड एंड मेक द मास्टरी ओवर इट। उन्होंने उसको ब्लेसिंग्स दिए फयाज अली खान ने कि आप जो है बिस्मिल्लाह खान को बोला कि तू तो बहुत अच्छा गाता है, प्ले करता है, सॉरी, तो तू अगर और हार्डवर्क करेगा तो तू इसका मास्टर बन सकता है। फिर उससे मोटिवेट होके ऑल इंडिया रेडियो पे इन द ईयर 1938 एट द प्लेस लखनऊ उन्होंने पहली बार वो शहनाई बजाई, पहली बार ऑल इंडिया रेडियो पे। और फ्रॉम देयर ऑनवर्ड्स ही कंटिन्यूड हिज जर्नी। फिर उनकी जो जर्नी थी वो स्टार्ट हो गई। ओके, पहली शहनाई उन्होंने कहाँ पे बजाई, लोगों के सामने पब्लिकली, ऑल इंडिया रेडियो इन द ईयर 1939 एट लखनऊ। फिर देखो, when India gained independence on 15 August 1947, Bismillah Khan became the first Indian to greet the nation with his shehnai. He poured his heart out into Raag Kafi from the Red Fort to an audience which included Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, who later gave his famous Tryst with Destiny speech. Now, as he started his first journey, I have told you, from All India Radio and made publicity, made fame. Then slowly and gradually, whenever we got the independence, on 15 August 1947, Bismillah Khan was the first Indian that to greet the nation. Greet means to welcome the nation with Shehnai. Okay, he made the welcome of all the people gathered there with Shehnai, and he was the first Indian to greet with Shehnai, and as well as he played the rag Kafi from the Red Fort to an audience which included Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru also, who later given the title to him that the Tryst with Destiny. Means what? He had given motivation to Bismillah Khan. It means Bismillah Khan was appreciated a lot by Jawaharlal Nehru, because whenever Jawaharlal Nehru had given the speech, in their speech he had spoken about or symbolized, we can say addressed about that Bismillah Khan. Means successfully he is doing his journey during that time. Now, Bismillah Khan has given many memorable performances both in India and abroad. His first trip abroad was to Afghanistan, where King Zahir Shah was so taken in by the maestro that he gifted him priceless Persian carpets and other souvenirs. The king of the Afghanistan was not the only one to be fascinated with Bismillah's music. Film director Vijay Bhatt was so impressed after hearing Bismillah play at a festival that he named a film after the instrument called Goonj Uthi Shehnai. And here students, Bismillah Khan has given many memorable performances not only in India but in abroad also. So many kings were we can say that appreciated him, and one king named here King Zahir Shah has taken the master and gifted the priceless Persian carpets to him. Okay, and souvenirs means what? The things given in the memory of the place or a person, that is known as souvenirs. And the king of the Afghanistan was not only one to be fascinated, means he was not the one king. So many kings were attracted towards the Shehnai of Bismillah Khan. And one film director named Vijay Bhatt, he was so impressed after hearing the Bismillah Khan Shehnai on the festival. After that, he made the film over his Shehnai, and name of the film was Goonj Uthi Shehnai. Means what? विजय भट्ट जो है वो इतने इम्प्रेस हो गए बिस्मिल्लाह खान की शहनाई से, उन्होंने सीधा अपनी मूवी का नाम ही वो रख दिया, और उसका नाम था गूंज उठी शहनाई। इससे इम्प्रेस होकर उन्होंने ये फिल्म का नाम दिया विजय भट्ट ने बिस्मिल्लाह खान की शहनाई। जब उन्होंने सुनी तब द फिल्म वॉज a hit, and one of the Bismillah compositions. दिल का खिलौना है टूट गया turned out of the nationwide chartbuster. Despite this huge success in the celluloid world, Bismillah Khan's venture in film music were limited to Vijay Bhatt's Gunuti Chennai and Vikram Srinivasan's Kannada venture Sandi Appannava. I just can't come to terms with the artificiality and glamour of the film world, he says with emphasis. Means what slowly and gradually, whenever the Vijay Bhatt has given name of this film as Gunuti Chennai, and in that film one song was there. The name of the song is दिल का खिलौना है टूट गया. मे बी वो तुम्हारे पेरेंट्स को या तुम्हारे ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स को पता होगा, पर उनको पूछना ये सॉन्ग जो है तुम्हारी बुक में जो दिया है वो बहुत ही फेमस हुआ. आज भी वो सॉन्ग काफी लोगों को अच्छा लगता है. उसके बाद उन्होंने कन्नड़ा फिल्म थी जिसका नाम था सनादी अपन्ना. उसके अंदर भी उन्होंने शहनाई जो है उसको प्ले किया था. धीरे धीरे उन्होंने अपना जो जर्नी है वो आगे बढ़ाया. उससे हमें ये पता चलता है. Awards and recognition came thick and fast. Bismillah Khan became the first Indian to be invited to perform at the prestigious Lincoln Center Hall in United States of America. He also took part in the World Exposition in Montreal, in the Cannes Art Festival, and in the Osaka Trade Fair. So well known did he become internationally that an auditorium in Tehran was named after him, Teher Mosque Ustad Bismillah Khan. अभी उनका ये जो जर्नी है, दिस पैराग्राफ एक्सप्लेन्स अबाउट हिम इज अब्रॉड जर्नी दैट वेयर ही हैड कंप्लीटेड. देखो जहाँ पे उन्होंने अपना अब्रॉड जर्नी कंप्लीट किया उसका यहाँ पे एक एग्जांपल दिया हुआ है कि सो मेनी अवार्ड्स, recognition came to him, fame came to him, he can say, and slowly and gradually he reached to the abroad also. उनको बाहर से इन्विटेशन आया. जो वहाँ का लिंकन सेंटर हॉल है अमेरिका में, वहाँ पे उनको इनवाइट किया गया और उन्होंने वहाँ पे जब शहनाई बजाई तो सारे लोग इतने इम्प्रेस हो गए कि उनको इनवाइट किया. आगे के पैराग्राफ में दिया हुआ है, मैं एक्सप्लेन करूँगी, पर अभी थोड़ा बता देती हूँ कि वहाँ के जो लोग थे उन्होंने बिस्मिल्लाह खान को ऑफर्स दिए कि आप यहीं पे रह जाओ, इंडिया जाने की जरूरत नहीं, आपको यहीं पे रहना है और हमारे बच्चों को ट्रेन करना है. तो बिस्मिल्लाह खान ने क्या आंसर दिया वो मैं बाद में रिवील करूँगी. फिर बाद में क्या हुआ, उनके नाम का एक मेमोरियल हॉल में मॉस्क्यू बनाया स्टूडेंट्स बिस्मिल्लाह खान का. कहाँ पे? अमेरिका में. उसका नाम था टेहर मॉस्क्यू उस्ताद बिस्मिल्लाह खान. ओके, सो हियर नेशनल अवार्ड्स लाइक पद्मश्री, पद्म भूषण, पद्म विभूषण वर कंफर्ड ऑन हिम. और फिर उनको अवार्ड्स भी मिले, पद्मश्री, पद्म विभूषण, पद्म भूषण. ये जो अवार्ड्स नाम में बोल रहे हैं बहुत बड़े बड़े अवार्ड्स हैं. काफी लोगों को तो ये अवार्ड्स मरने के बाद भी मिलते हैं. ओके, मींस दीज आर द वेरी ग्रेट अवार्ड्स वी कैन से. फिर उनको ये अवार्ड मिले, तीन अवार्ड. लोगों को एक मिलने के लिए उनको कितना कुछ करना पड़ता है, उनको 3 अवार्ड्स मिले. फिर आगे दिया है देखो, इन 2001 उस्ताद बिस्मिल्लाह खान was awarded India's highest civilian award, the Bharat Ratna, with the coveted award rested on his chest and his eyes glinting with rare happiness. He said, "All I would like to say is, teach your children music. This is Hindustan's richest tradition. Even the West is now coming to learn our music." Whenever in 2001 he got the award, that is a very specific or unique award. You can call it the highest civilian award, and the name of the award is Bharat Ratna. जब उनको ये अवार्ड दिया गया तब उन्होंने बहुत खुश हुए थे कि ये जो अवार्ड मिलना, तुम लोग देखो हमें स्कूल में एक छोटा सर्टिफिकेट भी मिलता है. वो सर्टिफिकेट हमारे नज़रों में भले छोटा होगा, तुम्हारे नज़रों में वो बहुत ही बड़ा होता है. तो ये जो अवार्ड है यहाँ पे वही दिया गया है कि वो इतना बड़ा अवार्ड उनको मिला, वो बहुत खुश थे. उन्होंने पब्लिक को एड्रेस करके बोला कि आप अपने बच्चों को म्यूजिक सिखाइए. बच्चों को म्यूजिक सिखाना एक हमारा एक रिचेस्ट ट्रेडिशन है जो हम लोग भूलते चले जा रहे हैं. और धीरे धीरे आप अगर बच्चों को म्यूजिक के साथ मीन्स उनके साथ लाइफ में म्यूजिक जोड़ दोगे तो इट इज इजी फॉर अवर इंडिया दैट नो वन कैन फॉरगेट द ट्रेडिशन ऑफ द म्यूजिक. कोई उसको भूलेगा नहीं, क्योंकि देखो अभी काफ़ी सारे ऐसे प्रोफेशंस हैं तुमको पता है कि हम लोग धीरे धीरे उसको भूलते जा रहे हैं. लेकिन नहीं, जैसे अभी पहले कैसा था इन ओल्डन टाइम, अगर कोई कारपेंटर है तो उसका बेटा कारपेंटरी करेगा, अगर कोई बार्बर है तो उसका बेटा बार्बर ही करेगा, अगर कोई गोल्ड स्मिथ है तो उसका बेटा गोल्ड स्मिथ ही बनेगा. अभी वैसा नहीं. तो धीरे धीरे इम्प्रूवमेंट तो आ ही रहा है, ये एक पॉजिटिव साइड हुई. और दूसरी साइड ये है कि हम लोग जैसे जैसे न्यू जनरेशन आ रहा है हम लोग अपने पुराने जो प्रोफेशन थे उसको भूल रहे हैं. जैसे कि कोई दर्जी का बेटा है सपोज, तो पुराने समय में कैसा था, दर्जी के बेटे को सिलाई आनी ही चाहिए, बट आज अगर तुम लोग देखोगे तो मैं भी वो भूल चुका हूँ, उसको तो सुई पकड़ना भी नहीं आता। मीन्स व्हाट, ये जो हम लोग जनरेशन आफ्टर जनरेशन हमारे अंदर जो चेंजेस हो रहे हैं, हम लोग अपने आप को मॉडिफाई कर रहे हैं, ये अच्छा भी है और कुछ सर्कमस्टेंसेस में वो बुरा भी है, वही हमको यहाँ पे देखना है। फिर क्या हुआ देखो, इन स्पाइट ऑफ हैविंग ट्रैवल्ड ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड, Khan Sahib, as he is fondly called, and extremely fond of Banaras and Dumro, and they remained for him the most wonderful towns of the world. A student of his once wanted him to build a Shehnai school in the USA, and the student promised to recreate the atmosphere of Banaras by replicating the temples there. But Khan Sahib asked him if he would be able to transport river Ganga as well. Later he is remembered to have said, that is why whenever I am in foreign country, I keep yearning to see Hindustan. While in Mumbai, I think of only Banaras and the holy Ganga, and right in Banaras I miss the unique mud of Dumro. Whenever students see, as I told this incident in my previous paragraph, कि खान साहब को जब अमेरिका में इनवाइट किया गया, तो these children were facilitated towards him, and they invited him to teach themselves. They no need to return to India. बट उन्होंने उसको रिफ्यूज किया, ही रिफ्यूज टू देयर ऑर्डर। उनके जो भी उन्होंने ऑर्डर दिए थे उसको उन्होंने लिया नहीं। उन्होंने ऐसा कहा कि मेरा जो गांव है डुमरो और मेरी जो रिवर है गंगा, अगर तुम लोग यहाँ पे ला सकते हो तो मैं यहाँ रहने के लिए तैयार हूँ। उन लोगों ने इतना उनके लिए बनाया कि उन्होंने बोला कि हम लोग आपके लिए टेम्पल्स भी बना के देते हैं यहाँ पे, आपको सिर्फ वो टेम्पल्स को ऐसे कंसिडर करके यहाँ पे गाना है, आपको ऐसा माहौल मिलेगा। उन्होंने उसको रिपीट किया, उन्होंने बोला कि मेरी गंगा जहाँ है वहाँ मुझे जाना है। इसलिए वो ऐसा बोल रहे हैं कि मैं विदेश में था तो भी मैंने इंडिया को याद किया, इंडिया मीन्स हिंदुस्तान को याद किया। उसके बाद जब मैं मुंबई था तो मैंने मेरे बनारस को याद किया और मेरी गंगा रिवर है उसको याद किया। मीन्स व्हाट, वो जहाँ की नेटिव थे वो प्लेस को वो कभी भूले नहीं तो हम लोग क्या करते हैं, थोड़ा सा अच्छा हमारा सिचुएशन हो जाती है तो हम लोग और कॉन्फिडेंस में आ जाते हैं, तो क्या है ये तो पता नहीं मुझे, हमें पता होता है एक्चुअली, बट वी आर जस्ट इमिटेटिंग कि हमें पता नहीं, वी आर प्रिटेंडिंग, नॉट इमिटेटिंग, सॉरी, वी आर प्रिटेंडिंग, अरे ये क्या है कितना गंदा है, पर एक्चुअली हम लोग वहाँ रह चुके हैं पहले। मीन्स हमारी जो बेसिक सिचुएशन होती है, हमारे जो फंडामेंटल्स होते हैं जिसके ऊपर हम लोग खड़े हैं उसको कभी भूलना नहीं चाहिए। ये मैसेज हमें यहाँ पे बिस्मिल्लाह खान ने दिया है। फिर वो आगे बोल रहे हैं, देखो, उस्ताद बिस्मिल्लाह खान्स लाइफ इज अ परफेक्ट एग्जांपल ऑफ द रिच cultural heritage of India, one that effortlessly accepts that the devout Muslim like him can very naturally play the Shehnai every morning at the Kashi Vishwanath temple. देखो वो कितने बड़े थे और उनको कभी भी प्राउड नहीं आया। He was a true Indian. He just followed the heritage of India. You know heritage कितना बड़ा वर्ड है, ये ट्रेडिशन जो हमें हमारे एंसेस्टर से मिला है बहुत बड़ा है, उसको उन्होंने कैरी फॉरवर्ड किया, वो कभी भूले नहीं। और तुमको पता है स्टूडेंट, he was Muslim बाय कास्ट, जैसे तुमको पता है अभी कास्टिज्म हम लोग बहुत करते हैं, वो मुस्लिम थे तो भी उन्होंने हिंदू के टेम्पल्स में यहाँ पे दिया है कि काशी विश्वनाथ टेम्पल जो है वो एवरी मॉर्निंग वहाँ पे शहनाई बजाया करते थे। मीन्स देखो उन्होंने कभी भी ऐसा यहाँ पे नहीं सोचा कि मैं तो मुस्लिम हूँ मुझे तो मस्जिद में ही करना चाहिए, हिंदू वहाँ पे जाएगा। जो आज हम लोग कास्टिज्म के बल पे ये जो पॉलिटिशियंस है जो हमको डिवाइड और हमारे ऊपर रूल कर रहे हैं वो हमें भूलना चाहिए, क्योंकि ये जो ग्रेट पीपल थे उन्होंने कभी भी कास्ट उनके बीच में नहीं है, क्योंकि उन्होंने कास्ट को इम्पोर्टेंस ही नहीं दिया। उन्होंने एक ही चीज़ देखी कि हम लोग क्या है, ह्यूमन बींग्स है। यहाँ पे एक और चीज़ ये है, उस्ताद बिस्मिल्लाह खान पास्ड अवे ऑन 21 August 2006 at the age of 90 after a prolonged illness. He was given a state funeral and the government of India declared one day of the national mourning. उनके लिए गवर्नमेंट ने 1 डे हॉलीडे रखा था। अभी कोई अगर ऑफ हो जाता है, दुनिया में कितने लोग मरते हैं, बराबर कि नहीं? आगे वो मेरा डायलॉग आ गया, तुम लोगों ने कॉमन डायलॉग है आपका, पर है वो कि 100 साल जीना जरूरी नहीं है, पर ऐसा काम करो कि दुनिया आपको आज भी याद रखे। वही उनका काम था। वो मर भी गए हैं, वो उनका फ्यूनरल सेरेमनी हुआ, गवर्नमेंट ने एक दिन का हॉलीडे डिक्लेयर किया, एंड इससे हमें पता चलता है कि वो कितने ग्रेट पर्सन थे। यानी स्टूडेंट्स, इससे हमें एक लेना जैसा है कि हमें कास्ट, रेसिज्म, रिलीजन, कस्टम्स, ट्रेडिशन सबको भूल के जो अच्छे ट्रेडिशंस है, जो अच्छे कस्टम्स है, उसको कैरी फॉरवर्ड करके, और एक ही हमारे माइंड में होना चाहिए कि वी आर ह्यूमन बीइंग। अगर हम लोग उसको कंसिडर करते हैं तो हम लोग हमेशा लाइफ में अचीवमेंट करते ही रहेंगे। कोई भी कास्ट, कोई भी रिलीजन बीच में आएगा नहीं। ये लेसन का मोरल था। अभी तुम लोगों को इसके क्वेश्चन आंसर्स बेटा घर पे लिखने हैं। आई होप तुम लोग लिखोगे क्योंकि सब प्यारे बच्चे हैं बहुत। तो ये क्वेश्चन आंसर्स लिख के फिर हम लोग नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में देखते हैं ग्रामर या जो भी है। ओके, टिल देन बाय।